come in.
Hello, Miss Adams. My name is Bubba Adams.
Well, hi, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Here is a copy of my resume, just in case you do not have one or you lost it.
All right. Thank you. I'll keep this. So tell me a little bit about yourself. I mean, why do you want to come and work for my company?
Well, I've heard a lot of good things about E&E, and I've known a couple people that have worked here, and they've had good things to say, and I really desire to move into a management role. My overall goal is to move into a company that has the facility large enough and the potential for me to move up the ranks, because where I'm at currently is it's just not really large enough for me to have room to expand.
I see. So what would you consider your managerial style?
Well, I consider myself to be really more of an enforcer than anything. I deal really well with people who are problematic in the workforce. I have a knack for motivating the lesser of the motivated individuals.
Really? So what is some type of something that you have done to help motivate someone who was under you that's having trouble performing like they should?
Well, I've taken individuals in and set them down and discussed with them their current performance level. Based on Jack Welch's differentiation, I felt that if we're going to rate our employees based on where they fall in the percentage range, whether they're the bottom 10%, the middle 80%, or the top 10%, and those problems that I deem to be within the bottom 10% of our workforce, I like to take those individuals and set them down and explain to them where I see their faults lie and what I expect to see them as or capable of doing in the next X amount of time. And by doing so, I found that by letting these people know the standard that I desire and where they fit within that standard, I do real well at seeing a great success record from people trying to pick up their game and pick up their performance and to compete in order to become a part of that 80%.
So you are pretty good at criticizing those or finding things
Well,
that people can improve on.
it's not necessarily criticizing, it's more so of being able to identify the problematic areas. And instead of criticizing the individual, it's really exposing what you feel is unsatisfactory and then lifting them up, reassuring them that they have the capacity, the ability, and every skill and trait necessary to accommodate the task at hand, and trying to motivate that person to reach within and acquire that level of.
Okay, I see. Well, on the topic of criticism, I mean, how well do you personally take criticism?
I think I do fairly well with criticism. I tend to be extremely critical with myself, so when someone else brings criticism to me, I like to analyze it inside and out, forward and backwards, and try to determine rather, A, the criticism is correct, and once I deem it to be correct, then I begin to address the issue that that has been exposed to me, so that I can work through it and overcome that.
So you've taken some time to kind of look at yourself, and if so, what would you consider to be some of your assets, your strengths?
Well, I consider my strengths to be my ability to organize individuals to complete the task at hand, my abilities to take the individuals that are not as good of performers as your top 10%, and at least maybe not bring them to your top 10% employees, but bring them up from the bottom 10% into the middle range where they're operating well enough that the company is achieving its desired end result per employee.
Okay, so what about your weaknesses?
I would say my greatest weakness is my inability to see my own faults, probably. I tend to have a determination to accomplish whatever vision it is that I receive or acquire from the environment that I'm in. And on the path to completing that, I sometimes have difficulty being made aware that I could do something better, or I could do something in a more profound manner to improve what it is we're attempting to do.
Okay. So right now, you're currently employed at Wapaka Foundry, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So tell me about your boss at the foundry.
Oh, my boss is great. I actually consider him to be one of my good friends. We hang out outside of work. We know each other's families. I really like where I work. I'm very happy with the people that I work for, and very happy with the environment that I work in. My only downfall about my current employer is that they have made it clear that until I complete my degree program, I will not be considered as a candidate for managerial work, and that even after I do complete my education, all of the positions have been filled by individuals that are more than competent in doing what they're doing, and I really do not see a manager's job coming open for the next 7 to 10 years, and I would really like to move forward in my career sooner than that.
Okay. So your coworkers, what would, if I was to talk to one of those today, what do you think they would tell me about you and your traits?
I like to think that the people that work directly beneath me consider me to be a friend that they can trust. I believe that trust is the foundation on which everything is built, and if my employees trust me, then they will bring every problem to me. As far as the coworkers that my department influences, I always want to be known to work well with these people, to be capable of taking problems across different departments and creating solutions, so that as a company as a whole, we are able to work more efficiently and more efficiently and more cohesively together.
Okay. Well, so those qualities that you just explained to me, how do you see those playing out here at ENE?
Most of my experience is within the quality realm of production. I have dealt a great deal with sorts and the actual production aspect of things as well. But it is my understanding that your company has a need for my skill set at this time, and that my ability to look at the process and look at the product and identify flaws within either the process or the product, and to immediately have the capacity to make the necessary changes or corrections in order to overcome that problem, either immediately, or at least to interact with the people who do make those decisions and successfully convey the message from the decision makers to the production workers as what it is that needs to be done so that the problem can be overcome.
Okay. So as far as your contribution to the place that you are looking to leave, what do you think that you have contributed to that place that has changed that environment for the better?
Well, we created a new information database where we stored all of our documentation systems. We went through, and I was instrumental in helping to create the documents that were actually going to be utilized on the floor. I was instrumental in creating some of the training videos that we use to train not only our new hires and rehires within our company, but we also take these videos to our customer base and show them what it is that our process goes through in order for an employee to become an official employee at this company, how we train them. It gives them an idea and a peep inside as to how our process works, because there's some action video in there and some video of some equipment that we use and some people actually in the production process. I was instrumental in helping put all that together. That's used by our sales force as well as our training department. We also help to streamline our process so that our defects within our products we are able to communicate that at a more rapid pace with the actual production arena from the processing arena. So that if we do encounter defects, we now limit that to a couple hundred pieces of product as opposed to a couple thousand pieces of product. I was fortunate enough to work on a Kaizen project where we all had direct input, and what we did was implement it, and our company is a better place because of that today.
Well, actually, I can say that that is true. I have spoken with your supervisor today, and got a little bit of information about you before you came in today. But I just have one more question for you. There are two other gentlemen who are also applying for this position. Both of them great qualifications, great experience. What makes you a better choice for this company than suppose they are?
Well, I believe that my abilities to unite people, my gifts at discerning the problematic areas within production processes, my gifts at interacting with various groups of people, and my abilities to lead. I believe those qualities combined make me along with my work experience for the past 13 years in the production arena, I believe that this makes me not just a candidate that has what you need, but the candidate that has what you need for the job that you are looking to fill.
All right. So if you were the man for the job and you were to be hired, where would you see yourself in this company 5 years from now?
The first 5 years, actually the first 3 years, I would see as the opportunity phase where we identify issues and overcome those problems together as a team. The next 2 years I would see as being a time to plan for expansion, growth, whether it's just simply in process changes or whether it's a full-on company expansion itself. And at the 5-year mark, I would see me being an instrumental character in this company's moving from a $10,000 a week company into a $15,000 to $20,000 a week company, based on the quality mindset and the safety mindset that I would bring to the table.
Okay. Well, just on a personal note, could you tell me what is the latest, most recent book that you have read?
George Orwell's 1984. Really? Yes. A friend recommended it, and I read it just because I found it to be entertaining, but I really thought it was an excellent book at evaluating the ideological course that some men believe our nation is taking or has the potential to take, and just a different angle on certain aspects of life that maybe some of us take for granted.
All right. Well, do you also have a list of references with you attached to yours?
Yes. And here is another list. This is a backup copy just in case. There should be already a copy in there, but
Okay.
that might help you as
All
well.
right. Well, I thank you for your time. Appreciate you coming in
Oh,
today.
I got a couple questions.
All right.
As far as the benefits go at this company, do y'all cover the insurance program? Do y'all also provide 401k? What about HSA accounts?
Your answer is yes, and yes, and yes, we do have the HSA account.
Okay.
That is something that, if need be, you can speak with our lady in the HR department, and she'd be more than happy to walk you through
That would be
anything
great.
like that.
All right, now, where do you see this company in 10 years? Is this company really something that I myself, face-to-face, person-to-person, human-to-human, are you happy with your job? Do you like working here? Is this something that 10 years from now, you and I will be sitting at this table, and you will be able to confidently look me in the eyes and know that you have brought me into something that I enjoy being a part of, because I'm looking for a company that I can retire from. I'm looking for somewhere that I can put 100% effort into, and that effort is going to not only provide me financial compensation and satisfaction there, but also provide me a sense of worth in this world. And I guess that's really a sense of belonging is what I'm looking for. Do you have that with this company?
I think you would find the atmosphere here to be agreeable with your personality. And yes, this company has the potential to expand, and that is why we are looking for more leadership type positions to open up, where we are in the process of expanding.
Cool.
And I see this place moving quickly, I hope.
Well, that sounds great. If that's all, I'll go ahead and get out of your hair and let you continue your day.
All right.
And
Well,
I appreciate your time.
Yes,
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much, and you
Thank
have a good
you.
day.
You too.